Did you put this together?
Yes, sir.
What was your idea of putting that together?
Just screaming at people, letting them know that there's some serious shit going down and we need to take care of it. So I didn't feel there's enough urgency right away. So I figured I'd put this guy out. This was the reality of what we were facing. So yeah. I wanted people to know that this is, this was major. And then we ended up doing these, me and a guy named Eric Gidger, we started working on these paintings. He did the Obama, I did the two on the sides, and he ended up doing it on top with me.
What kind of reactions are you getting mixed?
Everybody's like, thumbs up, keep it up, so we're good.
Okay.
They like it. At first, they had a couple of people that were from out of town, like a lot of, why you blaming Obama? But now they're realizing why we're blaming Obama. I mean, Obama wasn't the one who blew up the well, you know what I'm saying? But still, him putting the moratorium in place is killing us. So that's what's up with that. So.
Yeah. Well, man, this is definitely caught our attention. You're in a great spot to have something like this. Yeah. He kind of put together a town hall meeting in Grand Isle this afternoon. That's what we're on our way to right now.
Awesome. Good deal.
Yeah, man, I played in front of that congressional parade in New Orleans.
Okay.
Shit on the internet, but
I like roots music, man. I'm down with rockabilly stuff and legendary Shack Shakers. I love stuff like that.
I used to book bands at Grand Street. I know those guys.
Okay. Shack Shakers are shit, man. I wish they'd come back down.
They're pretty good, man. My buddy Scott Byram, you'd like his shit. You need to look his ass up. But I think just getting everybody together and fucking recognizing the things that everybody needs, like fucking clean water.
Yeah, exactly. No dispersants in our water.
But the fucking oil companies have been fucking us over, dude.
Forever. Look at this money they're wasting right now. And it's just dropping the bucket to them.
Well, the irony is that...
The irony is my initials of my name are BP. And I'm screaming this shit to the stage.
But it's just, both sides. Like, our governor, again, like in Katrina, we got governor on one side and we got president on the other side.
Yeah.
And so if we get a storm, we're fucked. They tapped out the state emergency fund, and fuck them for doing that. Well, I think the moratorium and the berm project as it is right now are both really simple solutions to complex problems. And I think we need to look at what the best scientists in the world think we need to do to preserve our coast. I don't know if this thing right now is it, but let's figure out what that answer is and spend the money the right way the first time so we don't waste $1 billion fucking dollars.
Exactly.
Because once it's gone, cat,
it's gone. I've been saying forever they need to freaking blow up the Rocky Mountains and lay us a whole levee system around here. And you need to have channels, of course, but you can't completely block it off. One scientist was saying it was ridiculous that we're putting berms up there. We're putting levees up because we're going to mess up the natural habitat. Well, but to me, it's like you're just putting back what was already there to start with, 100 years ago.
Yeah, well, this is where I come from, man. I started doing this because when I'm not playing music, I go crawfish in the basin. I love it, dude. Well, oil companies over the years dug all these canals the wrong way, and those berms keep the water from flowing. So there's no oxygen. The crawfish die in the traps. So, long story short is, if we do that same thing on the coast, it's going to kill our fucking ecosystem worse than the oil.
That's why you need your channels.
So, I'm saying, man, let's fucking find the best scientists in the world and fucking get a real fucking deal and invest it in the right way.
See, to me, if this is how I think about it. If you had, you got the coastline, and you had a berm, like rock jetty type berms, and you had a channel, and then you had another berm, and you had a berm on the outside, so water could travel in and out like that. You know what I'm saying? So you still get the oxygen flowing through, but at the same time, if you have huge swells, coming onto the marsh, it's gonna stop at those berms.
Well, if we can find the fuckers that have been studying this for 50 years,
that
don't have political agendas, we'll be all right.
We'll be all right.
Because me and you could come up with some duct tape and fix this motherfucker right now.
I got crazy ideas in my head that would help fix this shit. I mean, we live out here. We know what happens to it. We know what's happened to it. I've seen some good with the way that they have the rock set up offshore. How the sand comes in and it builds up behind the thing. So that's building up the beach. But they got all different ways that you could do stuff, man.
Bottom line is they said 10 years ago they said 3 or 4 years ago we got 10 years left. And so then maybe give us, what, 6.5 years?
Yeah.
If we don't do something
serious,
the next year, we're fucked.
Yeah, yeah.
And, you know, they might just say it's all toxic, we're fucked anyway, but yeah, we got to try.
But as long as we keep it out,
yes,
at the marsh, the spongy-ass marsh, we'll be all right.
Yeah, I like this stuff, man.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Hey, it's good to meet you,
right.
bro. Good luck with everything. All right. What you found there, man?
Dead little fish. Looks like we got you see that shit in there? It looks like we got some oily byproduct of maybe oil and corrected. I mean, this brown color is all over the place, and there's a sheen down there. I don't know. I mean, we're pretty far. We're not even to the toll booth to get to Grand Isle, and this is up here. And so, from what my friends are telling me, there's a lot of this stuff that has been sprayed with Corexit, and it's sunk to the bottom of the marshes. And now, you know, everybody's acting like it's over. The spills, the deal's capped, and all this. But, you know, in my mind, they haven't proven to me that the seafloor is not leaking like they said it was in several places. And all they've done is spray a lot of dispersant on a problem instead of actually cleaning the oil. I know that the guy from LSU told me that after 6 months, basically the Corexit by itself and Louisiana Sweet Crude aren't as toxic by themselves, but if you put them together after 6 months in a laboratory test, which was that's without wind and all this other stuff and weather, but after 6 months in the dirt in a laboratory, a worm will not grow, and that's fish food, man. This is our estuaries. This is where baby fish and shrimp and all that stuff, this is where they're born, and they go out in the ocean. And so just disagree with them spraying it over here. I think it's not a good thing, man. I think there are other, like, there's this thing called bioremediation I don't know very much about, but supposedly it takes care of the oil, but I don't know if it's effective once you have oil and Corexit mixed together. And I don't mean to sound like a pessimist, but man, this doesn't look like this doesn't look like something that's going to help our ecosystem, you know? So.